In this podcast episode, Dr. Paul Conti joins Andrew Huberman to discuss self-care and its importance for mental health. They begin by exploring the concept of self-care and how it is often misunderstood. Self-care is not just about pampering oneself or engaging in activities like getting enough sleep and exercise, but it is also about constructing a life narrative that allows us to understand ourselves better and navigate through life's challenges. Dr. Conti emphasizes the importance of basic self-care practices such as eating well, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, and creating a safe and supportive environment. These foundational factors need to be in place before we can delve deeper into understanding ourselves and engaging in self-care practices. Self-awareness is a key aspect of self-care, and Dr. Conti suggests that asking good questions about oneself is crucial. By reflecting on our life narrative, either through journaling or talking with a trusted person, we can gain a better understanding of ourselves and how we engage with the world. This self-inquiry process helps us identify patterns, recognize what brings us happiness or discontent, and make changes to improve our mental health. Dr. Conti also highlights the role of therapy in self-care. Sharing our thoughts and experiences with a trusted clinician can provide valuable insights and help us process traumatic experiences or unresolved emotions. Therapy allows us to gain knowledge and understanding about ourselves, which can lead to positive transformations and improved mental health. The process of self-inquiry and therapy can bring up uncomfortable emotions and memories, but Dr. Conti assures that this is a normal part of the healing process. By confronting and processing these emotions, we can release them and move towards a place of healing and growth. It is important to have a safe and supportive environment when engaging in self-inquiry or therapy, and sharing this practice with a trusted clinician can provide guidance and support. Dr. Huberman and Dr. Conti discuss the unconscious mind and how it plays a role in self-inquiry and therapy. The unconscious mind can bring up insights and revelations when we are in a relaxed state or engaged in mundane activities. It is during these moments that the unconscious mind has the space to process information and provide us with new perspectives and understandings. While self-inquiry can be challenging and uncomfortable, Dr. Conti emphasizes that it is a necessary part of self-care. It allows us to gain self-awareness, understand our emotions and behaviors, and make positive changes in our lives. Self-inquiry is an ongoing process that requires effort and commitment, just like physical fitness. It is a way to enhance our mental health, increase agency, and cultivate gratitude. Dr. Conti continues by reminding listeners that self-inquiry is not always the right answer for everyone. If someone is experiencing severe mental health issues or thoughts of self-harm, it is important to seek professional help. Therapy can provide the necessary support and guidance to navigate through difficult emotions and experiences. Dr. Conti introduces the concept of the unconscious mind as a biological supercomputer that influences our conscious mind. He compares the unconscious mind to an abscess, which is a walled-off infection that can be harmful if left untreated. Exploring the unconscious mind allows us to identify and address any underlying issues or traumas that may be affecting our mental health. He encourages individuals to develop curiosity about themselves and to reflect on their past experiences, memories, and behaviors. By gaining a better understanding of ourselves, we can make positive changes and improve our mental well-being. The conversation then shifts to the map of mental health, which consists of two pillars, the structure of self and the function of self. Underneath these pillars are 10 cupboards that represent different areas of inquiry. These cupboards contain the answers to our mental health challenges and provide insights into our agency, gratitude, and generative drive. Dr. Conti explains that agency and gratitude are active qualities that allow us to navigate life and engage with ourselves, others, and the world. These qualities are expressed through our actions and contribute to our overall well-being. The generative drive is a key aspect of the map of mental health. It represents our proactive and assertive nature, as well as our ability to make positive changes in our lives. Dr. Conti emphasizes that the generative drive is influenced by our genetics and choices. By taking care of ourselves and cultivating our strengths, we can optimize and maximize our generative drive, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Dr. Conti highlights the importance of exploring the unconscious mind and the conscious mind in order to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. He suggests various ways to access the unconscious mind, such as journaling, reflecting on past experiences, and seeking therapy. By becoming curious about ourselves and our thought patterns, we can uncover unconscious beliefs and defense mechanisms that may be holding us back. Dr. Conti also introduces cognitive behavioral tactics, such as thought redirection, to help guide the conscious mind and promote positive change. The conversation continues with a discussion on defense mechanisms. Dr. Conti explains that defense mechanisms are unconscious strategies we use to protect ourselves from emotional pain or discomfort. Becoming aware of our defense mechanisms can be valuable in understanding our behaviors and thought patterns. While defense mechanisms are automatic and unconscious, we can gain insight into them through self-reflection and therapy. By exploring our defense mechanisms, we can identify any maladaptive patterns and work towards healthier coping strategies. The structure of self refers to the unconscious mind, the conscious mind, and the defense mechanisms that operate within them. Dr. Conti explains that defense mechanisms are elusive and require a process of inquiry to understand. However, by reflecting on our behaviors and thoughts, we can gain insight into our defense mechanisms and how they may be impacting us. This self-reflection allows us to learn about our defense mechanisms and make changes to promote healthier coping strategies. Dr. Conti emphasizes the importance of self-awareness in understanding the structure of self. By becoming aware of our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions, we can gain a better understanding of ourselves and how we navigate the world. This self-awareness can be fostered through practices such as meditation, contemplation, or simply thinking about our own existence. By recognizing the I within us, we can begin to nurture and tend to our own growth. The function of self, the second pillar, is closely intertwined with the structure of self. It encompasses self-awareness, defense mechanisms in action, salience, behavior, and strivings. Dr. Conti explains that defense mechanisms are unconscious processes that can be observed through patterns of behavior. By recognizing these patterns, we can gain insight into the defense mechanisms at play and work towards healthier coping strategies. Salience refers to what we pay attention to internally and externally. Dr. Conti suggests that grounding ourselves in the present moment can help shift our salience and change our focus. By consciously directing our attention, we can gain a better understanding of what is important to us and make choices that align with our values. Behavior is another important aspect of the function of self. Dr. Conti encourages self-reflection on how we spend our time and what actions we take. By examining our behavior patterns, we can identify areas for improvement and make conscious choices that align with our goals and values. The final aspect of the function of self is strivings. Dr. Conti explains that our strivings are what we are actively working towards in life. By reflecting on our strivings, we can ensure that they align with our values and make choices that lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Empowerment, according to Dr. Conti, is a state that individuals can create for themselves by taking care of the pillars of their mental health. By tending to the cupboards and pillars, individuals can gain clarity and a sense of empowerment. This state of empowerment allows individuals to bring their potential to bear on their actions and decisions. Humility, on the other hand, is about acknowledging the truth about oneself, both the good and the bad. It is not about denigrating oneself but rather acknowledging one's strengths and weaknesses truthfully. Dr. Conti emphasizes that humility is consistent with truth and that acknowledging one's characteristics, both positive and negative, is essential for personal growth and improvement. Dr. Conti explains that by cultivating empowerment and humility, individuals can then express these states through the active verbs of agency and gratitude. Agency and gratitude are ways of being that lead to a healthier and more fulfilling life. They allow individuals to experience peace, contentment, and delight. However, Dr. Conti acknowledges that there may be certain areas of life that are more challenging than others. He advises against making oneself special in ways that hurt or limit personal growth. By recognizing that one is capable of achieving success in various domains of life, individuals can overcome the barriers that prevent them from pursuing their goals. Dr. Conti also addresses the role of anger in self-care. He explains that anger is an effect that is aroused in individuals and is not something that can be controlled in the immediate term. However, by taking better care of oneself and managing negative affect, individuals can decrease the levels of anger they experience. Dr. Conti emphasizes that high levels of anger can be detrimental and lead to volatility and confusion. It is important to keep anger at low to moderate levels and to channel it in healthy ways. Throughout the discussion, Dr. Conti emphasizes the importance of self-inquiry, curiosity, and making choices that align with personal growth and well-being. He encourages individuals to surround themselves with supportive and healthy people who can contribute positively to their journey. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.